Episode 50 of Cool Album Covers. Smokes.
Hello, I am Mark Major.
I'm Rich Bachelor.
And let's just jump into it, shall we? What do we got here?
Well, this is the soundtrack to the movie Times Square, where two girls are somehow falling under the spell of Tim Curry, who's a DJ who says things like, dress yourself up in a garbage bag, and,
So you've seen the movie then?
yeah, a really long time ago.
Do you have the soundtrack?
I run across it often in my perusals of the bins of vinyl all over this town, and I've looked at the artists on this album and I've gone like, that is a surprisingly tame lineup considering what this movie is supposed to be like.
Is it kind of like Bad Girls-esque sort of thing? Girls kind of behaving badly?
Well, only sort of. It's like, it is a partially a celebration of the up-and-coming new wave thing, but it is also like, our daughters are going punk, and at least partially trying to scare you about the brand new thing, the way movies tend to do. Like, she does dress herself up in a garbage bag, and then she's like standing on the roof of a building, and it looks like she might fall off. And the one with the smoke in her mouth looks like Lily Taylor, but I don't know who it is. I have thought over the years that those are the two young versions of someone that we would come to know much better later on.
But they're not.
But I'm not sure that they are, actually. And I like how the one on the left actually kind of looks like Dakota Fanning or Elle Fanning or somebody who is famous, though really young, right now.
I'm glad that out of all this, Times Square hasn't changed.
Yeah, it's true. Look at that smoke.
Let's move on, shall we? Look at this guy.
Thank you, Johnnie Taylor.
Johnnie Taylor, man. That guy just knows how to bring the bling.
True. He has a lot of ice and one hell of a manicure. And frankly, the only thing that looks out of place in that hand is the cigarette.
It does, doesn't it?
It looks like he doesn't know how to hold one, like he's never even heard of them.
I'm going to say that actually both his hands are down, and that is a stunt hand that a model is holding in front of his face.
Please deploy the third hand.
Like, can you guys get the cigarette away from me now? Thank you.
These things are disgusting.
To the number 3 position.
It's the art of noise. In no sense, nonsense.
This is one of my records, and you can see the little clip on the left side there.
Yeah.
Which means it was free.
I thought it meant that he'd been neutered or something.
He'd been neutered, and that makes him free.
These are pulled Herefords.
The actual cigarette is just like a piece of ribbon, and the smoke is a feather, so this is kind of art.
It's abstract. Yeah, it's yet again, the 80s. Goofy time to be alive, I'm telling you. Bowler hats and abstract cigarettes, all of it. Oh, man.
We go everywhere on this show. There's no reason to avoid this cover.
Including Transyltucky or wherever this was filmed. It's somewhere in the Mediterranean that is also in your mind.
And they also smoke cigarettes there, too.
Yeah, it's true. Curiously, they're that...
Cancer's everywhere.
Yeah, it's that universal. Like, everybody would really enjoy a nice mellow smoke. So would this column and Lady Towelhead. The only realistic depiction of what it's really like to be a smoker. Thank you, the late Wes Montgomery.
Would you care for an Oreo cookie shake?
These things taste so damn good.
These are delicious. This is a really foul-looking cover.
Yeah, and I appreciate it. I love the honesty inherent in this image. He wasn't afraid to creep you out, was the Wes.
It's kind of a bad album, though.
I don't really love Wes Montgomery's music, but that doesn't matter.
No, all that matters was that he got a paycheck on that day.
Yeah, and he had a big picture of a goddamn disgusting bowl of butts on the album cover, because at that point he's like, I'm Wes Montgomery, I can do whatever I want.
And I smoke.
He went on down the road rolling around in the back seat of his Cadillac and all of his dollars covered in cocoa butter. Joined later by Al Green, of course. Please don't send out your attack models, Al Green. Please don't.
We meant Al Hurt.
Well, that's all of those.
That's it for that batch.
Well,
they were lovely.
God, okay, saying goodbye now, for God's sakes.
Did you do it?
Yeah.